the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a poor one, especially given the new rules. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive.
Okay, give some credit to the team covering the kick, but boy, what was he thinking? Stay in the end zone, take the knee, and help out your offense. Instead, you put your team in a really precarious position.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Gibson here running out of the gun. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. A give up the middle to Gibson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's May. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with May. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Now 2nd and 3. And here's a give to Gibson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Once more, Gibson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Throwing here is May. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 33. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. But he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Straight ahead, Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A handoff for Gibson. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Quay Walker came through to make the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Patriots go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Black Ultra. Right here. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's taken down inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Love. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. To throw now. Here's Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. McManus's point after is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
This 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Love, they go play action now. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
We got chips over here. Chips over here.
On 3rd down, Love. That is caught, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment, so this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Here's Love. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Patriots are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now May to throw on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. On first down, right back to Gibson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Oh, what a catch by Jones. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
From the gun, it's Stevenson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, May with it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Baker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run with Gibson. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One more time with Gibson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's May. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the 4th quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A run on first down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They just flat out dared them to throw the football, didn't they? Did you see the defense?
It's like a goal line formation.
I mean, just stacked it right up and said, go ahead and throw it. You can have that one. But how about them accepting the challenge and saying, no, we'll go ahead and run it anyway, and picked it up.
They didn't care, even with the added reinforcements. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Love now. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw complete to Bell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Not today, Ron. Not today. Right 56. Right 56. Watch the pass.
From the gun, it's May. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Love. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. Able to connect with Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held him to 7 if we'd made one more play.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Go.
On 2nd down, here's May. Completes it to Douglas. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Looking to throw, May. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Patriots have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. May going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do